Hi, everybody. Welcome to Swain County High School, our first broadcast of this 2019 Lady Devils softball season. And we're ready to rock and roll here on the top of the first inning as we're going to be hosting the Rosman Tigers, making the long trip over from Transylvania County here for softball this afternoon and baseball as well. So we have two games going on simultaneously to bring you up to date. Second inning in baseball, still tied at 0-0. We're just underway with the first batter here on the top of the first inning in softball. As our Lady Devils will be seeing Stacy Griggs in the circle this afternoon. Stacy, number 25, going to be hitting cleanup today. Our sophomore pitcher, right-hander, and she's pitching to the number one hitter for Rosman, Elizabeth Daves. And she is hanging in there with a ball. So already 3-0 the count on Elizabeth Daves, and coming up is going to be Ashlyn Dotson she's going to be wearing number 12, hitting second, and it's going to be Emma Galloway hitting third, and she's going to be their starting pitcher this afternoon as well. So Rosman has already played one game, and talking to Coach Reese before the contest this afternoon, they lost a heartbreaker just yesterday to Hiawassee Dam in the last inning with the last batter with 2 outs and 2 strikes. It was a heartbreaking loss to Hiawassee Dam for these Rosman Tigers yesterday. So here's a showing bunt, but that's going to be the first strike from the right arm of Stacy Griggs. So 3-1 the count now, as our Lady Devils are playing here on a brisk Tuesday afternoon, and that's being nice. As when the wind blows, the wind chill has got to be, I'm guessing, probably in the upper 20s, as the temperature at game time was about 40 degrees. Swing and a miss for a strike 2. So the full count goes with the first batter here. Again, Elizabeth Daves hitting for Rosman. Ashley Dodson on deck. Emma Galloway coming up third here in their lineup. And by the way, one of the officials just arrived down at first base now. The umpire behind home plate was going to have to do all the work, but he has some assistants out there. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So Daves goes down swinging here in the top of the first inning with the first strikeout of the ball game. And Ashley Dodson is going to be hitting now. She is going to be their starting left fielder, wearing number 12. Rosman in their solid black with orange and white trim. Our Lady Devils with maroon pants, white jerseys, and some long sleeves this afternoon. And right now you want to get all the clothes on you can. The wind chill, as we mentioned, is pretty chilly. Pitch low for a ball 1. Again, over in baseball, it's still 0-0. Rosman hitting in the top of the second inning. They've had base runners in the first and the second inning. But again, no runs in either game here this afternoon between Swain High and Rosman. Simultaneous baseball and softball going on. Pitch in, call strike on Ashlyn Dodson from sophomore pitcher Stacy Griggs. Behind the plate, Kinsey Eagleman, our junior catcher, always doing a fantastic job. We have I think, a real good, strong team up the middle. Talking about pitcher, catcher, there's a foul ball out of play behind home plate. Then up the middle, we're going to have, I think, a strong defense with Braden Taylor, a true freshman at shortstop. Ashton Yance over at second base, our junior. And in the outfield, I think we're strong as well. Kendall Bowers, a senior in center field. So, as the old adage goes, you got to be strong up the middle in baseball, and I think it goes just as importantly for softball. There's a bloop that's going into left field, and it's going to be caught. Coming on. Outstanding catch out there in left field by Keely Eagleman, our sophomore left fielder. Got the Willie Mays catch. She came in with that glove turned down, and that's always a tough one sometimes, but she got it, got the job done. Out number 2. Good job for Keely over there. So 2 down now. Emma Galloway hitting. Again, she's going to be their starting pitcher this afternoon, wearing number 8. Bases empty, 2 out. The windup and the pitch going to be in there for a called strike. Again, after the first 3 pitches from Stacy were 3 straight balls to Elizabeth Daves, she has settled down and found that strike zone very well here with now the 3rd hitter in a row. 2 out, nobody on. That pitch in the dirt as Kinsey will track it down. The rest of our defense Over at first base this afternoon is going to be Maisie Helpman. At second base, as we mentioned, Aston Yachts. Over at third base, Kinsley Chambers, our shortstop, and a freshman, Braden Taylor. And again, behind the plate, as we mentioned, Kenzie Eagleman. And in the circle this afternoon is Stacy Griggs. And there's a ground ball to short over to first base in time. Out number 3, so it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. To tell you about our outfield, in left field, we have Keely Eagleman, as we mentioned, came on with a great catch there a moment ago. Our center fielder, Kendall Bowers, one of our seniors. We don't have a lot of seniors on this team. And in right field this afternoon for the Lady Devils is going to be Willa Bible. So that sets up your defense. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be back with our Lady Devils at bat in the bottom of the first with a score 0-0 after this timeout. Fans, welcome back. We've only played one half inning here in our softball contest. Our Lady Devils coming to bat here, and we're going to have Braden Taylor, Kendall Bowers, and Kenzie Eagleman hitting 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the first inning. As we shut out Rosman in the top of the first, 3 up and 3 down. Outstanding pitching, good defense. And that's what got the job done against a good Rosman team. We could tell they're pretty good, even though they've only played one game. They took Hiawassee Dam to the limit yesterday. Now, this is the first game for our Lady Devils here this afternoon. First game of the season. We had one scheduled with Hiawassee Dam the day after a basketball game. And ironically, it was our girls playing their girls in basketball, so we couldn't turn around the next day and have a softball game with that situation going on because one of those basketball teams did move on. Swing and a miss for a strike from Braden Taylor, our freshman shortstop. And it's going to be Kendall Bowers coming up, followed by Kenzie Eagleman. Over in the baseball contest, they are in the bottom of the second inning, and it's still 0-0, even though Rosman has had multiple base runners in both innings. They have yet to get one across home plate, and that's all that matters. Those left on bases are ugly stats that coaches don't like to see. The LOB don't want a lot of numbers in those, but already I know Rosman has had 4 runners left on base in just 2 innings. So as long as they don't cross home plate. Pitch in the dirt, that's going to be ball 4, so Braden on with a walk. And that'll start things off for the Maroon Devils, the first base runner of the day here. Braden Taylor, our freshman shortstop, very athletic. And I think we're going to be looking for a lot of good things for Braden in years to come. As we mentioned, this is a relatively young softball team. Only 2 seniors. They're both playing today. 4 juniors, 5 sophomores, 6 freshmen. And coming up to bat now is going to be Kendall Bowers. Kendall, one of those seniors, she likes to slap hit it. And I said both our seniors are playing today. I'm wrong about that, actually, as Kendall is playing this afternoon. We do have some injuries Pitch on the way from the right-hander. It's going to be in. Throw down to second base. Is it going to be in time? Yes. Oh, Braden Taylor it was so close. That one could have gone either way, I think. But she is going to be caught stealing down at second base. So now 1 out. As Kendall Bowers will step back in. But again, we do have some injuries. Kiera Shook and Ayanna West are both available to play today, but we're holding them out due to soreness and some wet outfield conditions as well. So again, due to some soreness and some injuries, one of our other seniors, Ayanna West, is not going to be playing today. So again, we've got some folks, hopefully, that will be back ready to play here in just a few days. There's a slap hit down to second base, play over to first in time, and that's going to be out number 2. So 2 down now. As Braden Taylor got on with a walk, but got thrown out at second base stealing, and Kendall Bowers grounds out to second base down there to Hope Taylor, their second baseman defensively for Rosman. Batting now is going to be Kenzie Eagleman, our junior catcher. Bases empty, 2 out. Over in baseball, our Maroon Devils with a base runner on in the bottom of the second, 1 out, but no score in that game either. There's a foul ball that's actually going over into the baseball area. It's not going to be a problem, but it rolls into the playing field. And now our Maroon Devils have a run coming home, and it's going to score. And they take a 1-0 lead just as we speak. That runner coming all the way in to score. And with a stand-up double, we've got a runner down at second base. So in baseball, our boys take a 1-0 lead over Rosman. And here we go, ground ball to third base. Third baseman bobbles it, and there's not going to be a play at first base. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be calling, nope, they're going to call it a foul ball. It was very close. Over there, Toby Burrell right there in front of that play. And by the way, he told me now the softball coaches have to wear hard helmets as they're on the playing field at third base and first base, the coaches. So that's a new rule this year. And Coach Burrell said, that's okay with me. I don't move quite as fast as I used to, and I need all the armor I can get. Pitch in the dirt. Going to be in there for a ball to Kenzie Eagleman from pitcher Emma Galloway for the Rosman Tigers. Nobody on, 2 out. Following Kenzie is going to be Stacy Griggs on deck with 2 out here in the bottom of the first inning. A fast-moving game. Both teams have been getting up, getting after it at the plate. We've seen the ball in play several times, but again, only one base runner between the two teams here in 5 outs of play, or as you could say, almost an inning of play here as Kenzie steps back in with 2 out. Here's the windup and the throw. Pitch is going to be hard right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. First hit of the day for either team, and Kenzie Eagleman, that is just a solid base hit single right up the middle, and there's not a thing that anybody can do about those. Just a good base hit. Stacy Griggs coming up now with 2 out. Stacy, our sophomore pitcher. And again, a young team, new additions coming in. Shortstop Braden Taylor, a very fluid player, solid fundamentals. And she's going to be a good freshman to this Lady Devil team. First baseman Maisie Heltman, another freshman. Pitch in, just inside, missing. Very athletic first baseman and has a big stick capable of hitting home runs. And in the outfield, Ayanna West is one of our seniors, one of our 2 seniors, returning from a torn ACL, and we hope she's going to be okay and playing at a good level this year as her senior season. Throw down to second base is going to be getting through. Kenzie stays at second, though, as the center fielder backed up the wild throw that bounded into the outfield. So now Kenzie is down at second with 2 out, with Stacy hitting. And our Maroon Devils next door in baseball now have a 1-0 lead over Rosman after 2 innings of play, as they will now go back on defense in the top of the third. We're in the bottom of the first inning here with 2 out. Kenzie at second base, and no score for either team, but a good one going on between what we think 2 quality teams, our Lady Devils and the Rosman Tigers. As we mentioned, Rosman took Hiawassee down. There's a ground ball in play down to shortstop. They go to first base. It's going to be in time, and we leave one stranded. So 1 left on base after 1 inning. And we go to the top of the second with no score. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back to Swain County High School on a sunny but chilly Tuesday afternoon as we're broadcasting live here on the Maroon Devils Network. And we're into the top of the second inning with no score between our Lady Devils of Swain High and, of course, Rosman High School. And the season opener for our Lady Devils, Rosman, as we mentioned, lost a heartbreaker to Hiawassee Dam yesterday, literally with 2 out, 2 balls and 2 strikes on the batter. And Hiawassee Dam hit a big shot to the outfield fence and won the game just that quick. There's an easy out, number 1. Outstanding play by pitcher Stacy Griggs as she caught a line drive off the bat of Abby Rice to get things underway here in the top of the second inning. So Abby, their starting catcher, just hit a line drive at the pitcher as she got it, hangs on, and out number 1, and that's going to bring up Hope Taylor. On deck behind Hope is going to be Avery McNeely now for Rosman. Nobody on, 1 out. Oh, well hit ball between left field and center field. That's going to be an extra base hit. Running into second base and getting into second safely is going to be Hope Taylor, and that is the first extra base hit of the day, if you will, as she's in with a stand-up double. She hit that one on a line right between left and center. No way of making a play on that till it basically got to the outfield fence, and that's going to bring up now Avery McNeely, their starting first baseman. She plays number 3 and wears number 3. And over in baseball, it's still a 1-0 Maroon Devil lead in the third inning with 1 out in the top of the third over there. And again, in softball here, we're in the top of the second inning, no score here. But now Rosman threatening with 1 out. Runner at second base, and Avery McNeely, the hitter, with Sierra Brooks on deck. In the circle this afternoon, Stacy Griggs, our sophomore, pitch in for a strike. Again, it's a very chilly afternoon here. We've got some wind chill factors with the wind blowing. Even though the sun's out, it looks pretty, but it's a chilly afternoon. For the season opener, ground ball right at the shortstop, play over to first base in time. 2 down now as Rosman moves their base runner over to third base, but again 2 out as Avery grounds out with a good play over there to shortstop Braden Taylor. And now they will bring to the plate Sierra Brooks hitting with a runner at third and 2 out. So our Lady Devils need 1 more out to get out of the inning here with nobody on the scoreboard. 0-0. Again, we're in the top of the second inning, the season opener for our girls here. Pitch in, call, strike. 0-1 the count. And as we mentioned, Hiawassee Dam beat Rosman yesterday with 2 out in the very last inning. And boy, Rosman, and talking to Coach Reese, you could tell it was a heartbreaking loss for them as they had 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter, but the hitter ripped one to the fence, scoring the game-winning run with 2 out in the last inning. So a tough loss yesterday for Rosman, and they're having to bounce back today and play against our Lady Devils. So much tradition here at Swain County High School, as of course we've had so many good teams over the years, especially from 2005 to 2012 when we won 8 straight Smoky Mountain Conference championships and went to 5 consecutive Final Fours back in the day from 2006 to 2010. Here we go. Pitch in from Stacy Griggs. Runner on third. 2 out. Ball in the dirt for a ball. And again, no score here in the softball game. In the baseball game nearby, they have tied it up 1-1. Rosman with runners on first and second now with 1 out, top of the third in the baseball game. And got a tie game over there at 1 apiece. Nobody has crossed home plate here in the softball game. As a matter of fact, here in the second inning, that's the first base runner either team has had at third base for Rosman. Pitch in for a ball. Just missing. And that's going to be ball 4. As now Sierra Brooks is on with a walk. And that's going to bring Gabriel Hightower, their designated hitter, to the plate with runners on the corners. And you know what's going to happen. Sierra Brooks is going to take off to second base here on the first or second pitch. So we know what's coming now with 2 out. Runners are on the corners. And there she takes off down to second base. No throw with a runner at third. So now Rosman threatening with 2 out. Runners at second and third. And again, DH Gabriel Hightower, their designated hitter. Maggie Galloway is going to be on deck for Rosman. Swing and a miss. So again, Stacy Griggs trying to pitch out of this jam with runners at second and third. You know, we really haven't had much of a chance to really get out and play because of the bad weather. We haven't been outside on a field with our entire team but one time. And according to Coach Toby Burrell, we've spent tons of time in the cages hitting, but not many on the field practices because of all the wet weather. So it has been tough. A lot of question marks, but a wealth of potential with our young players. Pitch in for a strike, and that's going to be a call third strike. Rosman leaves 2 stranded here on the top of the second inning, and Stacy Griggs gets us out of the jam with a big, big strikeout. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be back in the bottom of the second with no score after this. All right. Your camera will never be the same, Joe. Fans, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Our Lady Devils tied with Rosman 0-0. We're batting with Maisie Heltman, Ashton Yance, and Savannah Smith. And there's a pop just on the fence. Kind of a tough play for the Rosman catcher back there, Abby Rice, as the ball was just literally against the chain link fence for a foul ball. Over on the baseball diamond, right now Rosman has come on to take a 4-1 lead with 2 out, and they still have runners at first and second in their top of the third inning. But here in softball, swing and a miss. Big cut from Maisie Heltman again, who was very capable of knocking the ball out of this park here. And straightaway center, it's 193. Over in left field, it's 196, and she can hit it. She can hit it out of here. She's a big bat. Maisie Heltman, Ashton Yance, Savannah Smith, our first baseman, second baseman, and our designated player hitting here in the bottom of the second inning with no score for either team. Taking her time out there on the mound is Emma Galloway. Pitch in. It's going to be a ball. Galloway trying to be careful here with Maisie Heltman. Nobody on, nobody out, just underway on the bottom of the second. And they just ended the top of the third, and the baseball score right now is Rosman 4, our Maroon Devils 1 after the top of the third. Ground ball is going to be foul. No play on the third base side. Off the bat of Maisie Heltman. Again, number 27, a true freshman here. And I say that all the time. It's there is no such thing as a redshirt freshman in high school. So, forgive me for wanting to say that. But we do have several freshmen on this Lady Devil softball team. Pitch high off the glove of the catcher behind home plate back there, Abby Rice. A very young softball team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. As we mentioned, So we've got a lot of youth on this team, and that bodes well for the future, and we hope they can grow up in a hurry, as we have 5 sophomores, 6 freshmen, 4 juniors, and only 2 seniors on this year's edition of Lady Devil Softball. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strikeout for Maisie now with 1 out, and Ashton Yachts hitting, our second baseman. Again, bases are empty. Both teams have had base runners here in the early going, but so far no runs. As a matter of fact, last half inning in the top of the second, Rosman had runners at second and third, but Stacy Griggs said no as she struck out the batter with 2 out to get out of that inning. Pitch in for a strike to Ashton, our junior second baseman. Again, a chilly afternoon. Lights are on. We do have some breeze. The wind has kind of died down a little bit, and that's to the delight of everybody. Ball hit right at the shortstop over to first base. Easy out number 2. So good play over there by shortstop Emma Galloway as Ashton grounds out to short. And that's going to bring up Savannah Smith. Our freshman designated player, Kinsley Chambers, is going to be on deck. The windup and the throw. Ground ball down to first base, and that one's going to be too easy. So it's going to be a 1-2-3, bottom of the second inning. So after 2, it's still 0-0. We go to the top of the third after this. Back to live action right here on the Maroon Devils Network on this less than ideal afternoon. It's cold weather, but again, hey, we got to play the games. We got the schedule, and as coaches will tell you, after you start getting behind on the schedule, if you start postponing games and canceling games, it really messes up the season. So, hey, you got to get out there and play when at all possible, especially with the kind of rainy weather we've had already here in the early part of the season. Of course, it's cold today, but hey, it's not raining, and so we're playing softball and baseball against Rosman here at Swain County High School. Hitting now, check that for the Rosman Tigers, Maggie Galloway, leading it off here on the top of the third. No score. Both teams, as we mentioned, have had base runners, but again, no score yet. As Rosman is hitting now, it's going to be Maggie Galloway and then Rachel Carnathan. And we go back to the top of the lineup and Elizabeth Daves. As Rosman has almost batted around as we're hitting here on the top of the third inning with no score. Showing bunt. Pitch high for a ball. Nobody on here for Rosman. Just getting underway in the top of the third inning. And baseball in the third inning. Right now it's Rosman 4, our Maroon Devils 1. Our Maroon Devils have a base runner on second with 1 out. Down 4-1 to the hands of Rosman. Pitch in. Good looking pitch for a strike. Call strike from Stacy Griggs. And Stacy has been around that strike zone here this afternoon, giving up only 1 walk on the day. Already has a couple of strikeouts. Again, a very chilly day for softball and baseball. Pitch in, call strike. So again, Stacy gets the job done as she strikes out Maggie Galloway. And now we go back to the top of the lineup, and Elizabeth Daves, who struck out last time. So 3 strikeouts on the day for Stacy as Elizabeth is at the plate. Ashley Dodson is going to be coming up next for Rosman on deck. Nobody on. Foul ball out of play. No score here again in the softball contest. Over in the baseball game, plenty of action offensively as both teams have had multiple base runners on this afternoon. They're over in the third inning already with a 4-1 score in favor of Rosman. And again, we're playing today baseball and softball at the same time, and that's going to be happening a lot this year in baseball and softball. Pitch in for a strike. So we're going to be having a lot of baseball and softball. Our next one is going to be coming up at Hayesville on March 12th. Both teams play. Then on March 15th at Cherokee, both teams will be playing. Our next softball broadcast after today is going to be on Monday, March 18th. There's a foul ball. As we'll be broadcasting when the Asheville Trailblazers will be coming here to Swain County High School. Again, that's Monday, March 18th. Mark that on your calendar. And we've got a big game coming up with Murphy here at home on Friday, March 22nd. We're going to be broadcasting. And between those 2 games, Andrews will be here at Swain County High School on Tuesday, March 19th. Pitch in, well hit ball, foul down the third base side. As their head coach, Coach Reese, over there in the third base box. All the coaches now wearing the batters' helmets, if you will, while they're on the playing field. That's a new rule this year in softball. I think baseball coaches have been doing that for some time, but this is the first year for high school softball coaches to wear the batters' helmets when they're on the field coaching. Swing and a miss. And the second strikeout in a row for Stacy Griggs as she's got Elizabeth Daves now 2 times in a row. So that is 4 strikeouts on the day. Batting now with 2 out, Ashley Dodson, their center fielder who flied to left field last time. I remember a great catch over there from Keely Eagleman, who came on with a good underhanded catch over there in left field. So doing a good job over there. Pitch in, just low for a ball. But to give you just an idea, those are some of the softball games coming up for our Lady Devils. And this is their only game, I think. I think they're going to try to make up the Hiawassee Dam game maybe tomorrow or the next day this week. Then next Monday, they get back on regular schedule. They play at Tuscola. That'll be 4:30. Then on Tuesday, March 12th, a week from today, they're going to be playing at Hayesville. Then Friday, March 15 at Cherokee. So 3 games coming up next week. We hope the weather is good. There's a bunt right in front of home plate. Foul. Just foul with 2 out, nobody on. Rosman has threatened several times here in the early going. They've had base runners at second and third, but Stacy Griggs and our defense has found a way to keep those runners left on base. We're on the top of the third with no score for either team. As again, Ashley Dodson just got a word from head coach Reese over in the third base box. Stacy gets the sign. There's a well-hit ball to deep center field, and it's going to be over the head of our center fielder. Runner rounds first, runner coming into second. Good throw into second base, and that's a stand-up double now for Ashley Dodson. Their second stand-up double of the afternoon earlier today. Hope Taylor had a stand-up double, but boy, that one was just over the outstretched glove of Kendall Bowers, our senior out in center field. And one of the problems in the outfield right now, especially in right field and center field, they're looking directly into the sun, which is tough. Also, our second baseman, all these defenders are looking directly into the sun, which makes it tough. So now batting is going to be Emma Galloway, who grounded to shortstop last time. Pitch in, the runner started to go, but she hangs up as now our catcher, Kenzie Eagleman, comes out of the box and lets her know that, nope, you better think twice about that. So again, one runner at second base now with 2 out. Stacy, ground ball, third base, over to first base in time. And again, a runner left on base for the Rosman Tigers. So again, the defense gets it done, and that's what pays off here. So we go to the bottom of the third inning now. Both teams with players on base, but nobody across home plate. 0-0. We'll be back after this. Fans, welcome back on a Tuesday afternoon. Our Lady Devils opening up this 2019 softball season at home with the Rosman Tigers. We're tied at 0-0 as we go into the bottom of the third inning, and we're going to be at bat to see if we can change that right here. Foul ball, and that's going to be off the bat, I believe, and no play there. But again, the wind has kind of picked back up. The wind died down earlier, and we haven't had a whole lot of wind, but now that wind is getting brisk again, and the players and the announcers and the umpires and the coaches, yeah, we can all feel it. Kensley Chambers, our freshman third baseman, batting now with nobody on, nobody out to lead off the bottom of the third. So Kensley hitting now. Again, one of our freshmen here, and again, as we mentioned, very, very young team coming in with 6 freshmen, 5 sophomores, 4 juniors, and only 2 seniors on this edition of Lady Devil Softball for 2019. So a lot of young players, but very good players. Ground ball to first base, and that's going to be an easy play down there for Avery McNeely off the bat of Kensley Chambers. So 1 down. One thing we have seen is some good play both ways defensively for both teams here this afternoon. We'll see if that continues, and I have a feeling it probably will. Pitch in. It's going to be low for a ball. Our Lady Devils batting now. Braden Taylor is going to be on deck as Willa Bible, our sophomore right fielder, steps in with 1 down. So far this afternoon, we've had a couple of base runners. We had a walk from Braden Taylor and a single from Kenzie Eagleman. There's a foul ball out of play off the bat of Willa. So we've had 2 base runners this afternoon. Let's see if we can get a couple more and get one of those in. Over in baseball, after 4 innings of play, after 3.5 innings of play, I should say, as Rosman is getting ready to go into the field, they lead 4-1 in baseball as they go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Right here, and no score yet for either team. Willa Bible, sophomore right fielder, hanging in there, nobody on. Pitch in the dirt. But again, a chilly afternoon, temperatures in the 30s, wind chill factor colder than that, obviously. And Emma Galloway, the windup and the throw, ground ball foul off Willa's bat. Braden Taylor, as we mentioned, top of the lineup on deck, and Kendall Bowers will follow her here. 1 down, bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 good teams going at it, no score yet. Foul ball out of play, and got one of our fans over there that was watching between the softball and the baseball fields, and they're over there already giving each other grief. Got him on the back of the leg, but he's okay. And when you got 2 fields so close together, and by the way, 2 games going on at the same time, sometimes that happens. Here we go. 1 down, Willa digging back in. Now the umpire ready to go. And Emma Galloway, their pitcher, right-hander in the circle with the windup and the throw. Another foul ball. This one out of play again, right behind home plate. And several fans out today despite this really cold weather. It's as Joe Holt, of course, on the camera as always for our Maroon Devils Network. We were talking between innings. The sun is actually not bad. The temperature is not terrible. It's the wind that makes it feel so cold. All the players in baseball and softball with the long sleeves on today. Pitch in the dirt, and that's going to be a walk. So Willa gets on with a walk, and we have our second base runner via the easy way, if you will. Braden Taylor now stepping up, and she walked to lead off the inning back in the first. So Braden stepping back in, our freshman shortstop, batting now with 1 out, 1 on. Here we go. Wind up and the throw. Foul ball. On deck is going to be Kendall Bowers, our senior. Again, the sun right in the face of the second baseman, the right fielder, and the center fielder on both teams. Sun is an issue. Over on the baseball diamond, it's the same thing, except it's more so for the third baseman, the shortstop, and the left fielder. And I tell you, it can really cause you trouble on the ball hit very high up in the air. The windup and the throw, pitch in, called strike to freshman Braden Taylor. Again, both right-handers throwing today, one for each team. Emma Galloway for Rosman, and Stacy Griggs doing a great job for our Lady Devils today. Foul ball out of play again. Galloway, I'm sorry, not doing a bad job either. We have 2 outstanding pitchers for both teams, doing a good job. Both pitchers have faced runners on base and pitched out of jams here so far today. That's why we're still scoreless at 0-0. Pitch in, just a little high for a ball. Braden Taylor making Emma Galloway work hard, throw a lot of pitches here. As we mentioned, Rosman coming off a tough loss just yesterday to Hiawassee Dam in the last inning. Foul ball again, out of play. Talking to Coach Reese, I could see the pain on his face because, as we mentioned, with 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter in the last inning, Hiawassee Dam smashed one into the fence and scored the winning run with 2 out yesterday. So that was a tough loss. But they're bouncing back today, playing good softball. Pitch in the dirt from Galloway. So far on the afternoon, as we mentioned, she has walked a couple of Lady Devils, Braden Taylor and Willa Bible. Braden back in here again. She had as we mentioned, walk her first time at bat in a Lady Devil uniform in the first inning. As you can hear on the microphone, that wind is blowing. There's another foul. Braden hanging in there, taking her cuts. So again, you can hear the wind on the microphone here this afternoon from Swain County High School. Baseball update, still 4-1, 2 out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Maroon Devils have a runner on base. Here's another foul ball, and this one's going into the baseball field. So they'll call time and get that softball off the playing field. Braden hanging in there. She's been fouling some off, but trying to get her pitch. The freshman shortstop with a runner on base. Here we go. Wind up on the throw. Another foul ball. This one's also going over into the baseball dugout. So and there's a grounder slow roller on the baseball diamond. It's going to be in time for an out over there. So they have played 4 innings now in the baseball game. And it's 4-1 Rosman after 4 full innings. Here we go. Braden pitch high. And that's going to be ball 4. So Braden stood in there and fouled off a bunch of pitches, and she made it pay as she got the pitch she wanted, and that was ball high for a walk. So now the Lady Devils with 2 runners on and only 1 out. Kendall Bowers batting, grounded to second base. Her first time up this afternoon. Our senior center fielder, slap hitter. Let's see if she can move these base runners around and maybe get on base herself. Pitch in the dirt for a ball. Again, Braden Taylor on first base with a walk. Willa Bible down at second base just ahead of her. Back-to-back walks. Third walk of the day from pitcher Emma Galloway for Rosman. Wind up and the throw. Pitch in the dirt again. I'll say this, their catcher has had to work hard. Abby Rice behind home plate for Rosman, because there have been some pitches in the dirt here this afternoon. And I say dirt, the infield's in pretty good shape. There's one right in front of home plate. It just dies. And down at first base, everybody is safe. What a great bunt or slap hit, whatever you want to call it, from Kendall Bowers. But she is on first base safely. And I think you score that an infield single. So now the bases are loaded for our Lady Devils, and only 1 out now with Kenzie Eagleman, our number 3 hitter at bat. Kenzie has she got our first hit of the day, a single back in the first inning. So far, and again, my stats are unofficial, but I have scored that last bunt by Kendall Bowers, a single, as she is on first base safely. And there was a throw down to first, and she beat it out for a single. So we've had 2 base hits. Again, unofficially, I'm not the official scorekeeper, but that's just the way we're trying to see it here this afternoon. Kenzie digging in, bases loaded, 1 out. A chance to give the Lady Devils the lead and the first run of the ball game. She steps out of the box now. And again, Emma Galloway struggling a little bit here with a couple of walks and now a bunt single. Ground ball to shortstop. Oh, she mishandles it, and there's a run in. Now a runner coming from third, and she is going to be safe. 2 runs are in. Everybody else advances. So now the Lady Devils here in the bottom of the third inning with 2 runs, and basically off 2 errors. The shortstop couldn't handle it on the force play that could have gone home, could have gone to third or second. And then the throw coming into home was dropped. So got to call it like it is, and a couple of back-to-back errors there for Rosman, allowing our Lady Devils 2 runs on the scoreboard. So again, a ground ball to the shortstop. Tough break for the Rosman Tigers now as Stacy Griggs is going to be hitting, and that's going to be at least 1 RBI for Kenzie Eagleman. As when she bobbled the ball, a runner took off from third and scored, even though the throw came in pretty good shape to home plate, but catcher just dropped the throw. 2 runs in, our Lady Devils with a lead now, and it's going to be Stacy Griggs hitting. Stacy grounded to shortstop. Her first time up this afternoon. But our Lady Devils with a good inning here. Still only one out. Runners at second and third. And Stacy Griggs, there's a reason she's batting in the number 4 spot. A good bat at the plate. Pitch just inside, missing for a ball. Over in baseball, still 4-1 Rosman. After 4 full innings, they're on the top of the 5th inning. We're now in the bottom of the 3rd. And we have runs on the board for the first time today. 2-0. Lady Devils in the lead. Stacy digging in. There's a well-hit ball up the middle. That's going to score at least one more run. A solid base hit to center field, and the center fielder with a good play and a good throw will limit that to 1 run. But again, we still have runners on the corners and still only 1 out. A big base hit for Stacy Griggs and a big RBI. So that's going to bring up Maisie Heltman, our freshman first baseman, with a 3-0 lead now over Rosman. Maisie struck out last time, and you can imagine that Stacy Griggs is going to take off for second, probably on the first throw, and there she goes. No throw down to second base with a runner over at third. So good job by Stacy Griggs with a big hit and moves on down to second base. Kenzie Eagleman is over at third. First base is empty, awaiting Maisie Heltman, maybe to occupy that first base in just a minute. Because Maisie has the power to hit the ball out of the park. She has a good bat. High pop. Could be called in the infield, and the second baseman can't handle it. Everybody is going to be on. The throw comes into home way too late. So again, I can't tell if the second baseman got that one caught up in the sun. I have a feeling maybe she did, as the second baseman, the right fielder, and the center fielder looking right into the sun. It just got outside her outstretched glove. But, hey, the bottom line is the run scored, and it's now a 4-0 Lady Devil lead. And still, I believe there's only 1 out. And now runners at first and second. Ashton Yacht's the batter, grounded to shortstop last time. Beginning for our Lady Devils with a 4-0 lead now. Pitch outside for a ball. Over in baseball, 4-1 Rosman. Top of the 5th inning, and they have 2 runners on again with 2 out. Rosman has had multiple base runners just about every inning from what we can tell. Ground ball foul off the bat of Ashton, our junior second baseman. But after 2 scoreless innings, our Lady Devils have really got the bat on the ball, helped by a couple of Rosman errors here, and put 4 runs across the plate. Pitch in for a ball. It's been a tough inning for pitcher Emma Galloway, struggling some. And here comes that hard wind blowing basically from home plate to the outfield. Going to be great for the batters. And it's really blowing now. Pitch in. It's going to be ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. That is going to load the bases now as Ashton Yachts is on with a walk. And that's going to bring up Savannah Smith, I believe, who grounded to first base last time. So now the Lady Devils still 1 out, and the bases loaded for Savannah. A 4-0 lead now. Again, in the bottom of the 3rd. Of course, we're scheduled for 7. But as you know, in baseball and softball in the high school ranks, there is a 10-run mercy rule. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Coming on is going to be Hope Taylor, the starting second baseman. But now Hope is going to move over and pitch. And we're going to have a couple of changes. Avery McNeely is now going to go over to second base. And over at first base now is pitcher Emma Galloway. So again, Rosman moves their second baseman into the pitcher circle. Hope Taylor moving over to second base is first baseman Avery McNeely. And over at first base is going to be previous pitcher Emma Galloway. So just a little shuffle between second pitcher and first. Swing and a miss for a foul tip for a strike. And again, that's not going to be off the bat of Savannah Smith, a freshman wearing number 14. She's our designated player this afternoon. And again, you can hear the wind over the microphone as it's been picking back up here. Talking to my friend Clint Hurley over there before the game, and he said, man, we got a JV baseball game coming up after the varsity game. It's going to be cold. I said, yes. Yeah, when that sun goes down, it's going to be cold for that JV game. And we hope they do well. Pitch high for a ball. Again, coming on to pitch, Hope Taylor, who started over at second base, but now she's in the pitcher circle. A right-hander. The windup and the throw. Swing and a miss for Savannah Smith, again, who grounded to first base last time. We're in the second bat for our team, as now we have had a big bottom of the third inning with 4 runs. Some good hitting, and again, helped out by a couple of errors by Rosman. There's a foul ball over into the, almost got the home plate umpire. Oh, he actually stuck out his foot. He saw it coming. He was not busy at the time. He stuck out his foot, almost kicked it as he was walking back to get ready for the next batter. So the home plate umpire in the baseball game saw that one coming all the way, and he's okay. Here's the windup and the throw. Going to be high for a ball. And right now, the Rosman pitcher is having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. Much to the benefit of our Lady Devils. We have had, 1, 2, 3 walks here in the bottom of the third inning. And obviously, that's going to help out the scoreboard when you got a couple of hits. One from Kendall Bowers, one from Stacy Griggs in between to knock in some runs. Here's another foul ball. All the fans over there from Rosman and Swain who are between the fields have got to be heads up. We've seen a lot of foul balls off off these girls' bats this afternoon. All right, stepping back in, Savannah hanging in there, bases loaded. Pitch. Oh, there's a strike, and I believe that's going to be strike 3 and out 2. So 2 down now. And I think that's only the second strikeout of the day for our Lady Devils now as Kinsley Chambers should be coming up to bat. And she digs in. Kinsley, our freshman third baseman. We got a freshman side of the infield over there at freshman at third and shortstop for our Lady Devils. Pitch in for a strike. So Kinsley grounded out to first base last time, her second time at bat here this afternoon. And again, a big one with 2 out and the bases loaded and a 4-0 lead. Foul ball. Baseball update, 5-1 Rosman in the top of the 5th, and they have the bases loaded with 2 out against our Maroon Devil baseball team. The windup and the throw. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So our Lady Devils wind up leaving the bases loaded, 3 left on base here in the bottom of the third inning. But it's a great inning as our Lady Devils score and take the lead 4-0. We head to the top of the 4th, and we'll be back after this. Fans, welcome back. Our Maroon Devils Lady Style with the lead here over Rosman. 4-0 here as we go to the top of the fourth inning here. The windup and the throw. And that's one of the reasons why we have a 4-0 lead is the really solid pitching of Stacey Griggs as she starts the inning with a called strike against the Rosman Tigers. Again, Rosman has had a couple of chances with runners on base, but still no runs on the scoreboard as we enter the top of the fourth inning. Pitch high for a ball. But a good job today from Stacey Griggs. Again, just outstanding hitting, or outstanding pitching. And, of course, our big third inning there with outstanding hitting for our Lady Devils. Hitting now is going to be Abby Rice, their number 4 batter. Abby, the catcher for Rosman, leading off here on the top of the fourth. And there's a ball hit right at first base in time. All she has to do is tag the runner, and a good play over there. Outstanding defense by Maisie Heltman for an easy out number 1. So Abby, who lined to the pitcher her first time, grounds out to first base. And that's going to bring up Hope Taylor. Hope has had the biggest hit of the day for Rosman. They've had 2 doubles. One of those was off the bat of Hope Taylor. Back in the second inning, Ashley Dodson has the other double. Both of them hit basically to the fence. Ground ball to shortstop. Oh, off our shortstop. No time for a play over at first base. And on. And that may be one of our first errors of the day for our Lady Devils. But again, getting on now is going to be Hope Taylor. So Rosman with a base runner here with 1 down. But that ball was hit sharply to shortstop. Avery McNeely batting now, grounded to shortstop her last time. Braden Taylor has been otherwise very solid over at shortstop here this afternoon. With 1 down, Avery McNeely the batter. Sierra Brooks is going to be on deck. And now they're going to bring a pinch runner on, I believe. Yep. Got a new runner on for Rosman. And we can't see her number, but it's either Maddie Henson, Ashley Hoxett, or Emma Reese. Those are the folks they have available to pinch run. And, of course, a lot of people are wearing jackets this afternoon, and I don't blame them. Anything you can wear to keep you warm. It's that kind of a day. I mean, we're broadcasting here as we're looking pretty much into the sun here at Swain County High School. And yeah, you can see your breath. It's that kind of an afternoon. Temperatures in the 30s. The wind comes and goes. Sometimes it blows really hard and it gets really cold. And when the wind is not blowing, it's tolerable. And I use that word loosely. Pitch down to, throw down to first, almost in time. A good arm from Kenzie Eagleman to keep the Rosman base runner close down there. But it is a cold afternoon, but our Lady Devils not letting it bother them as they're in the lead 4-0 here in the season opener against Rosman. Over on the baseball diamond, right now Rosman with a 6-1 lead as they're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And again, we have several games where baseball and softball will be playing at the same time this year. I think Coach Toby Burrell told me the Lady Devils are going to be trying to make up the Hiawassee Dam game maybe tomorrow or the next day or 2. That game was supposed to have been played a few days ago, but basketball got in the way as our Lady Devils were actually playing Hiawassee Dam. And obviously, with softball the next day, they had to move the softball game to a different date. Here's the windup, and going to be a foul ball. This one off the bat of Avery McNeely. Again, they're starting first baseman who moved to second base after a pitching change last inning, but Avery grounded to shortstop her last time as Braden Taylor gunned her down. Good job today from Stacey Griggs, though, in the pitcher circle for the Lady Devils. Very solid. What base runners Rosman has had, they've been stranded. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So, again, outstanding pitching. Let's see. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 unofficial strikeouts today for Stacey Griggs in her season debut as our pitcher. And obviously having a good day. 2 out now. Sierra Brooks batting. Sierra walked last time. She is their starting third baseman. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Throw down to first, not in time. But Kenzie is letting the base runners know, hey, if you stray off the base, I'm going to get you. So Kenzie is doing a good job today behind the plate. All right, here we go. Back to business. Base runner at first base. Ground ball to third. Going to first base in time. Out number 3. So again, Rosman leaves one stranded. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're halfway there. Our Lady Devils coming to bat with a 4-0 lead. We'll be back. Back live on a Tuesday, our Lady Devils and the Rosman Tigers. Our Lady Devils with the upper hand right now in the bottom of the 4th inning and a 4-0 lead as we're ready to go. The second pitcher of the afternoon in the circle for Rosman. Hope Taylor coming on in relief of Emma Galloway. It's so cold I can't even talk, but it is a cold day for softball and baseball, and we've got both going on here at Swain County High School. There's a foul ball off the bat of Willa Bible, our sophomore right fielder, who walked last time, and that started off a good inning as we had 2 consecutive walks. Willa led off, and then Braden Taylor had a walk, and then Kendall Bowers hit a single. And then a Rosman error, and the inning was on. And there's a strike. And our Lady Devils had a big inning with 4 runs across the plate to take a big lead. And that's going to be strike 3, by the way, on Willa. So that is going to be out number 1. So 1 down. And we go back to the top of the lineup. And Braden Taylor, who has walked twice and been on base, obviously, both times. On deck is going to be Kendall Bowers, who had a big hit back in that big inning, and then Kenzie Eagleman, who had an RBI. Stacy Griggs, who had a big RBI single. There's a bunt right in front of the plate. Going to be a tough play at first, but oh no, bad throw. They can't connect between the pitcher and the first baseman, so again, another Rosman error, and Braden is on. And unofficially, that is probably the 3rd error of the day on the Rosman defense. And that is causing some issues with the Rosman here this afternoon. And, of course, our Lady Devils are benefiting from that. As coming up now is going to be Kendall Bowers, our senior center fielder. A slapper, had a big single last time up. She bunted one right in front. You can I don't know if they call it a slap or a bunt, but it went right in front of home plate, and it just died. It was perfect. And she got on first base with an infield single. Pitch in for a strike. Throw down to second. It's going to be in time. And Braden Taylor, I believe, is going to be caught trying to steal over at second base for the out. So 2 out now as Kendall is going to be hitting now with the bases empty. As she steps back in, gets her bat ready to go against relief pitcher Hope Taylor. Again coming on in relief of Emma Galloway, right-hander. High pop-up over third base, and it's going to be caught over there right on the left field line. So just that quickly, we had a base runner, but just that quickly, 2 quick outs. And we go now to the top of the 5th inning. And our Lady Devils still, though, with a big 4-0 lead. Fans, stay tuned. We've got more softball coming up right here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Our Lady Devils right now in the driver's seat with a 4-0 lead over Rosman. Ground ball to second base off the pitcher over to first in time. Good recovery over there. Stacy Griggs, I kind of couldn't tell if he hit off her glove or off her left leg, but a good play down there at second base by Ashton Yance, who got it on the pinball ricochet. She flipped it on over to first base for an easy out number 1, and that's going to be off the bat of Gabriel Hightower. 1 down now. So again, good heads-up play down there at second base to be on top of that play after, again, the ball kind of ricocheted off pitcher Stacy Griggs, but again, good play from junior second baseman Ashton Yance for the out. Hitting now is going to be Maggie Galloway, who struck out last time. And then back to the top of the lineup, and Elizabeth Daves for Rosman, who right now is still scoreless as we go to the 5th inning. Our Lady Devils up 4-0 here in the season opener. For our Lady Devils, swing and a miss for a strike. Good day for Stacy Griggs. She has pitched really well. Talking about Rosman, though, they had a heartbreaker yesterday, losing to Hiawassee Dam in the last inning. Coach Reese was telling me with 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter, and the batter lined one to the fence, and they won it in the last inning. There's a bunt, and it's going to be, looks like foul down the third base side. So coming back is going to be Maggie Galloway, their starting center fielder. She'll try again. Over on the baseball diamond, 6-3 Rosman. They're in the 5th inning right now. The Maroon Devils still hitting, and there's a deep drive into right center field that's going to be caught back there, though, and that's going to be out number 2 as our Maroon Devils still have a runner on. A 6-3 Rosman lead with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning in baseball.
She must have gotten out.
So now with 2 outs here, Stacy Griggs still throwing good stuff. Second strikeout here, and Maggie Galloway back in the dugout, and that's going to bring up top of the lineup and Elizabeth Daves. As we get back to softball, wanted to give you a quick update on baseball. And again, that was strike 3 on Maggie Galloway. So a big day for Stacy Griggs, unofficially with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts on the afternoon so far, doing a really good job. The windup and the throw, pitch inside for a ball. Nobody on, 2 out now in the top of the 5th inning for Rosman, making the long drive over. As Maroon Devil fans know, when we go to Rosman, we know how long that drive is. So we can appreciate the driving efforts of Rosman driving over our way today for baseball and softball. 2 out now, nobody on. And the top of the lineup, Elizabeth Daves, their starting shortstop, who has struck out twice against Stacy Griggs, trying to hang in there and make something happen. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Got through, though. That's going to be a base hit. Diving effort over there by Braden Taylor, but that's just a base hit off the bat of Elizabeth Daves now as she gets on. Her first hit of the day, and not too many hits today from Rosman. According to my unofficial stats, they have 3 hits on the day, a couple of doubles, and that base hit there by Daves. So they have a runner on base with 2 out. Ashley Dodson had one of the doubles earlier, her last time at bat. Ashley, their starting left fielder, had a big double to the fence her last time up. She flied to center field her first time before that, so she has hit the ball hard twice. Pitch in. Quick baseball update, 6-3. Now in the top of the 6th inning, Rosman in the lead. Nobody out. Top of the 6th, 6-3, Rosman in the lead over our Maroon Devils. There's a foul ball off the bat of Ashley Dodson. Again, a good stick for Rosman. She's hit the ball deep both times. Fly to center field first time. Had a double into center field her second time up. Gets back in the batter's box now, facing Stacy Griggs, our sophomore right-hander, who has gone the distance and done a good job. Ground ball to the shortstop, this time over to first base. Oh, we can't handle it. As the runner is going to be safe at first base. Again, just couldn't get the throw out of the dirt over to first base. So, again, we have another miscue defensively in the infield. And now Rosman with runners at first and second. Batting now is going to be Emma Galloway. Emma started the day in the pitcher's circle, but she had to have some relief. Emma, in 2 times, has grounded to the shortstop and grounded to third base in 2 times. Grounder this time. That's trouble in the infield, and everybody's, no, easy flip over to second base, over to first base. I'm sorry. Good play again by Aston Yount. She flipped it on over to Kenzie, and that got the job done, or I'm sorry, over to first baseman Maisie Heltman. Get the players and the positions right. But again, our Lady Devils got the job done defensively after a little shaky effort there that allowed Rosman to get runners on base. But we keep those runners on base. Nobody scored, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And our Lady Devils up 4-0. We'll be back after this. Fans, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Kenzie Eagleman will lead off our Lady Devils. She bunts one right back to the pitcher on to first base. Not in time as she beats it out for an infield single. So Kenzie has had a good day at the plate today. She got on with a single first time, got on with an error, but a big RBI last time. And unofficially, of course, are my stats, but she beat out the throw for an infield single on down to first base. Coming on, Coach Reese wanting to talk it over. I guess he's not happy with the call down at first base. Stacy Griggs is going to be up. She had a big RBI single last time. Maisie Heltman coming up to bat after that, who got on with Rosman error. So Kenzie, Stacy, and Maisie really had some good luck at the plate. Some good, hey, it's not luck, it's talent, right? It's talent. So they got the job done at the plate there last time at bat. Here we go now with nobody out and one on. Kenzie down at first base. Stacy Griggs, who has had a great day pitching at the plate, ball high. And you know Kenzie's going to take off if she can. Kenzie, very athletic, our junior catcher. And if that ball gets through, she's going to take off. As our Lady Devils lead 4-0, bottom of the fifth inning. There's a high fly to center field. It's going to be caught. Kenzie's going to have to hold at first base. Well hit ball, though, off the bat of Stacy as she flies out to center field out there. Good catch out there by their center fielder, Maggie Galloway. And now coming on to bat is going to be Maisie Heltman again. Maisie has struck out and gone on with an error last time up. So let's see if we can get it done here in the inning. Oh, throw it down to second base. Not in time as Kenzie's going to steal down to second base. Kenzie doing a good job. Sliding into second base, beating the throw. So now our Lady Devils with a runner in scoring position with one out. Again, pitching Hope Taylor, who came on in relief. There's a big swing and a miss. Big cut by Maisie Heltman, our freshman first baseman. Ashton Yance is going to be on deck. And you can hear the wind again blowing through the microphone here. It's starting to pick up again. And unfortunately for Joe Holt and me, it's blowing right at us. There's a foul ball. Now, if the batter gets a hold of one here, the ball is blowing to the outfield. The wind is blowing out. So if any of the batters can get a hold of one, that wind is going to help it if they can hit it deep. And Maisie steps back in, and she can do that. Ashton Yance is on deck. Savannah Smith coming up after that as we're batting here in the bottom of the fifth inning. One out. Swing and a miss, and I believe that's going to be strike number 3. So again, Maisie goes down swinging. And batting now is going to be Ashton Yance, who has grounded to the shortstop and walked in 2 times. Hitting now with 2 out. Kenzie down at second base, saying, "Come on, bring me in. I want to get back in the dugout." So it's cold out here on the base paths as the sun is going down over toward Nolan Creek, we call it, from where we're broadcasting here at Swain County High School. The sun is going down, and that means the temperature is going to be going down as well. And it has been cold it's been cold all day. Ground ball to the pitcher. She knocks it down over to first base. Easy play, and that's going to be out number 3. And we have played 5, but our Lady Devils still have that big 4-run third inning on their side of the scoreboard. We'll go to the top of the 6th. We'll be back after this. Fans, we're ready to go. We go to the bottom of the top of the sixth inning. And Rosman coming up to bat, and that foul ball is going to be out of play off the bat of Abby Rice. Abby in 2 times up. Has last time up, she grounded out to first base and lined to the pitcher in 2 times. So Abby trying to get on base for the first time today. She's going to be followed by Hope Taylor, one of their better hitters so far today, and Avery McNeely. Hope has been on both times for Rosman as they're running out of innings here. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. Or as we mentioned, Rosman now on the top of the sixth inning are 6 outs away from being shut out by our Lady Devils. But, hey, that's a lot of softball left, and a lot of things can happen. But, again, Stacey Griggs has been outstanding. Oh, what a shot and what a catch over there by Braden Taylor. That looked like a sure base hitter, maybe even a double. But Braden went up. She climbed the ladder and pulled that ball down. Wow. I mean, her timing was perfect because that ball just popped in her glove when she was at the height of her jump. What a great catch over there by Braden Taylor. Man, that was outstanding. It looked like it was going to go right over her head into left center field. Might have even gone to the fence, but Braden went up and snagged that ball somehow. I mean, right at the top of her glove. What a great catch by freshman shortstop Braden Taylor. Give her credit where credit is due. That was fantastic. 1 down. Outstanding. Yeah, Braden's like, wow. I think she was at the all she could do on the jump. As we mentioned, she was at the height of her jump, and that ball was that catch was timed perfectly. So good job over there by Braden. 1 down now. And again, Hope Taylor, a dangerous hitter, had a big double first time up and then got on with an error her second time. Pitch in the dirt for a ball. And again, it goes 2-0 now with 1 out. We're on the top of the 6th inning over in baseball. It's a 7-3 Rosman lead. And right now they're going to go to the 7th inning. So our Maroon Devils in baseball. 1 more chance. There's a ground ball knocked down, but that's going to be no play over at first base. Good job on the infield. Stacey Griggs trying to knock that ball down and did. But again, no play over at first base. So Rosman now with a base runner on, and that's going to be Hope Taylor, who's been on all 3 times today. And we're going to have a pinch runner coming on for Hope. Batting now is going to be Avery McNeely, who is grounded to the shortstop and struck out in 2 times. On deck behind her is going to be Sierra Brooks for Rosman now, batting with 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Our Lady Devils up with a 4-0 lead. Runner on first. Pitch low. That one's going to get through, and the runner is going to advance on down to second base. So, and I believe that's the first time we've had that happen today. So far today, Stacy and Kenzie have done a good job not allowing any wild pitches or any pass balls here today. So that is the first. Again, McNeely hanging in there, batting for Rosman as they're trying to get their first run on the board. They're doing it with 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here on the top of the 6th inning, and 1 on. Got a base runner in scoring position down at second base as the sun sets and the temperature is going to drop. Temperatures expected in the teens today in the mountains. And there's a swing and a miss by Avery McNeely. But cold day today. A lot of fans sitting in their cars and trucks around the field where they can, watching the game, but sitting in there with the heater on. I don't blame them. There's a tough play. That was going to drop in. And that one dropping in into shallow right center field, kind of right over second base, but no play. And now all of a sudden, Rosman with 2 runners on. Avery McNeely getting on base. Sierra Brooks, the batter, walked and grounded to third in 2 times. And runners on the corners now for Rosman. And, McNeely's going to take off here on the first pitch or 2 with the second base standing open. So Rosman with a chance to get runs on the board. And the pitch in the dirt. Runner goes to second as expected. But runner at third started to go, but really no chance on that one as Kenzie got that one out of the dirt quickly. But again, Sierra Brooks batting now with only one out. Runners at second and third for Rosman. So a big opportunity for them here to get on the scoreboard in this 4-0 game. Pitch low for a ball. In baseball next door, 7-3 Rosman. One out in the top of the seventh for Rosman. Maroon Devils will have one more chance at bat on the bottom half of the inning to come back and work on that 7-3 game. Wind up on the throw. Pitch in. That looked good for a strike, and it was. One down. Stacy Griggs hanging in there. She has pitched an outstanding game today. 2-1 the count, one out. Pitch in, just inside for ball three. Sierra Brooks hanging in there, trying to get on base or trying to knock some base runners in for Rosman. He lost a tough one yesterday to Hiawassee Dam in their only game this season. This is our Lady Devils season opener. Pitch in, ground ball, third base, going home, and the runner is out. That is an outstanding play. Third to home. Good job over there by third baseman Kensley Chambers. Went right to Kenzie Eagleman. They got the lead runner, and that's going to be two out. Now, the runner from second, of course, moves on over to third. The batter down at first base is going to take off in just a minute. Sierra Brooks on that fielder's choice, going from third to home to prevent that run on the scoreboard. That was the right play and a good play defensively. Pitch in the dirt, runner goes. No harm done. We know that's coming. So batting now for Rosman. Gabriel Hightower, their DH, has struck out and grounded to second in 2 times. Rosman now runners at second and third. Swinging a foul ball with 2 out. Our Lady Devils trying to get this out and get out of this inning here on the top of the 6th inning and keep Rosman scoreless. Our Maroon Devil baseball team is going to be changing pitchers as they are down 7-3 with 1 out in the 7th inning. They're going to make a pitching change, and that game going on at the same time we're playing here. And again, the sun down, and we're playing with the lights on, and I hope the rest of the season is much warmer. It's a cold one here at Swain County High School today. Stacy back on the pitching rubber. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. Big strike. Outstanding pitch from Stacy. That one really had the batter fooled on that one. Gabriel Hightower. Off-speed pitch got it done. 2-2, 2 out. 2 on. Here's the windup and the throw, and there's a ground ball foul down the first base side. 1 out, and the Lady Devils will be 3 outs away from a win here this afternoon. But as we mentioned, still a whole lot of time left to play. Rosman here with 1 swing of the bat could make it a 4-3 game with 2 runners on, 2 out. The windup and the throw. Oh, just missing for a ball. That's going to run the count full, 3-2. Two out, though. 2 runners on. Stacy looking for that strikeout or a potential forced play in the infield. Kenzie looking to head coach Toby Burrell. Here comes the windup and the throw. Ground ball to second base. Oh, it gets through. 1 run will score. Another run will score. And now Rosman has made this a 4-2 ball game. Ground ball to second base. We couldn't come up with it. Now we have a 4-2 game with 2 out and a runner down at first for Rosman. So again, they have not given up by a long shot now, as following Gabriel Hightower. It's going to be Maggie Galloway hitting for Rosman now with 2 out. Bottom of the lineup on deck is going to be Elizabeth Daves. Just about everybody batting and playing this afternoon has a jacket on. It is really cold now. You can feel the temperature dropping as the sun has gone down. Attempted bunt, strike 1. So now Stacy hanging in there. Batter digs back in now with 2 out. 0-1 the count. Pitch low for a ball. 1-1 with a runner at first base. And now the tying run at the plate. Again, as we mentioned, one swing of the bat with a runner on, and we're going to have a tie game. But it's a 4-2 Lady Devil lead now with 2 out. 1-1 the count. Attempted bunt. That's going to be ball. Pitch high. Lots more softball coming up. Obviously, we're just getting started here. Got a makeup game coming up with Hiawassee Dam. I believe Coach Burrell said maybe tomorrow. I know it's coming up this week. Then next week, 3 games. Monday at Tuscola. Tuesday at Hayesville. Friday at Cherokee. 3 games next week for our Lady Devils. Now we're going to be talking it over. Kenzie and Stacy talking over to make sure they're on the same page. So next week on Monday, our Lady Devils play at Tuscola. On Tuesday, baseball and softball are going to be on the road at Hayesville. Then next Friday, our girls and boys both play at Cherokee on Friday, March 15. So 3 big games next week, and let's hope the weather cooperates. Obviously, we can play in the cold like we are today, but we've got to keep that rain at bay. All right, here we go. Back to live action. Pitch in, and that's going to be ball 4. So now Rosman with 2 runners on, and they go back to the top of the lineup. And that's going to be Elizabeth Daves. Elizabeth has struck out twice and got on with a single, so last time up she got a base hit. And now with a 4-2 game, Rosman threatening. There's a pop-up that's going to be dropping in for a base hit. Play nowhere. It's in no man's land over there over third base. Too shallow for left field, too far for the shortstop. And now Rosman has loaded the bases with 2 out in this 4-2 ball game. Man, oh man. Coming on now is going to be Ashley Dodson. Ashley got on with an error last time, and 3 times she has flied to center field, hit a big double, and got on with an error, so she's been on 3 times in a row. Or check that, 2 out of 3. But again, bases loaded here. Rosman with a big opportunity to tie this game or take the lead with with one swing of the bat from Ashley Dodson. She is their left fielder. And again, she has hit the ball hard every time. Bases loaded, 2 out, 4-2 game. Stacy checking her pitches. There's a ground ball foul down the first base side. Over on the baseball diamond, our Maroon Devils are coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning with Rosman now leading 8-3 in baseball. And they are one more shot in the bottom of the 7th in that game. Then the JVs will play after that. But here we go. Wind up on the throw. Swing and a miss. Strike going in. 1-2 the count now with 2 out. Bases loaded for Rosman. Can we get this out and get out of the inning? We've got to hold Rosman right here with, again, 2 out. 4-2 lead. The windup and the throw. Swing and a miss. There it is. There's a 3rd out, and Rosman does leave the bases loaded with a golden opportunity here in the 6th inning. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Our Lady Devils hanging in here with a 4-2 lead. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back. Here we go, and what a way to start the inning with a shot to the fence. All the way to the fence, rounding first. Throw is going to be coming into second, and it's not going to be in time as our Lady Devils come out with a vengeance here on the very first pitch here to start the inning. And, again, outstanding as that is the way to start the inning as our Lady Devils come right back. And now coming up to the plate is going to be, looks like Kinsley Chambers off. That was the big double off the bat of Savannah Smith, I believe. Again, some of these players have jackets on. We can't see any numbers, but I believe that is Savannah Smith with just ripped a double into right center field. And batting now is going to be Kinsley, our freshman third baseman, who is grounded to first base and struck out in 2 times. But our Lady Devils already with a base runner in scoring position with no out. There's an attempted bunt foul. But believe me, everybody out here today, players and fans and broadcasters, we all have coats on and gloves and anything else we can find to stay warm. It is a tough day to play. But, hey, we're getting the job done. Our girls and boys playing hard. Here's the windup on the throw. Attempted bunt, and it's going to be caught in the air. The runner is caught off second base, but nobody is at second base, so they can't make the play down there. Everybody came charging in on that ball off the bat of Kinsley Chambers. So luckily our Lady Devils stay safely at second base. Savannah back there, and she took off thinking it was going to drop in, but it didn't. It was caught. And there was nobody covering at second base, though. So now 1 down. And Willa Bible, let's see, should be batting. Willa has walked and struck out in 2 times. And coming up is going to be Braden Taylor following her. But again, our Lady Devils getting it done right now with a 4-2 lead. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out. Trying to add to our 4-2 lead. Got a runner at second base down there with Savannah, our freshman designated player. Some people call them designated hitters. They can be DPs or DHs or flex. There's an attempted bunt. And that one not going to work. But, hey, we got a runner at second base. Let's try it again with 1 out. And there is the attempted bunt again. It's going to be a foul ball. Trying to move that base runner around. Now digging back in with 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the throw. And there's the bunt laid down, and it's going to be going foul down the third base side. Oh, tough break for our Lady Devils. Looks like a good bunt, but it's just going to roll foul, so we'll come back and try it again. Again, on deck. We go back to the top of the lineup, and Braden Taylor. And the Coach Toby Burrell is having some discussion with the home plate umpire. We're not sure what about, but the umpire is going to talk it over with the second base umpire as to what the discussion is. We don't know. But over in baseball, it's an 8-3 Rosman lead with 1 out. In the bottom of the 7th inning, our Maroon Devils have a runner at third base as they're hanging in there trying to make a comeback in that game. Now the officials have talked it over. I think maybe, I don't know. The umpire looked at his clicker on the, I'm not sure he was correct on the count. Right now I think they're saying it's 0-2. 1 out though. Hope Taylor pitching for Rosman. There's a pop. The catcher can't get it. Going to be a foul ball. Dropping harmlessly away, and it'll stay 2 strikes. But again, we're hoping for good weather. The infields for both fields here at Swain High are in good shape, despite all the rain we've had, and you know how much that is. All right, here we go with 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base, 4-2, Lady Devil lead. There's a caught ball right over at third base. Tried to bunt the runner on, but couldn't make it happen. It popped up in the air, and that's going to be out 2. So we started the inning with a leadoff double, but so far haven't been able to move the runner around. 2 out now, and batting is going to be Braden Taylor. Braden has been on every time. 2 walks, and then last time up got on with a Rosman error. Check swing, going to be a strike. 2 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-2, Lady Devil lead. Rosman will have 3 more outs. 1 more time at bat to try to tie this game up and potentially take the lead. The windup and the pitch. This one is going to be a high pop-up. Is it going to be trouble? It's going to drop in. It hit the line. Oh, they're going to say it's a foul ball. They're going to say it's a foul ball. It looked to me like it hit the line, but again, I think that could have been a single. So, yeah, so we need that double play, don't we? I mean, that's instant replay, don't we, Joe? Not a double play, but the instant replay. But that looked like it hit the right field line for a single, but officials said no, foul ball. So Braden digging back in again with 2 out. Foul ball off her bat. Still down at second base. Savannah Smith with her sweatshirt on. I tell you, everybody has sweatshirts on and then some out here today. Temperatures, I'm guessing right now, probably in the low 30s with the sun down and the lights on after 6 o'clock on a Tuesday evening. The windup and the pitch. Oh, that's going to be a strike 3. And we leave 1 stranded. We've played 6. We go to the top of the 7th. Can the Maroon Devils get Rosman out and preserve this 4-2 win? We're going to find out when we come back right here on the Maroon Devils Network. The hitter. And again, that's Avery McNeely. Got on with a single last time. She has grounded to shortstop, struck out, and had a single. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. Stacy Griggs on the verge of a complete game win. 1-2 the count with 2 out, a runner on first. So now, again, 1 runner on first base as our Lady Devils have been getting it done here. Ball gets by. Runner is going to hustle on down to second base now here in the 7th inning with 2 out. So far, Abby Rice let a line to shortstop. Then we had a ball drop into left field, then a long fly into center field. Let's see if we can get this out and again, get this win. Our Lady Devils trying to close it out. High foul ball out of play. Abby Rice will hustle back to second base. So again, our Lady Devils behind the pitching of Stacy Griggs trying to close this one out and put it in the win column. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs, and a 4-2 lead. 1 more strike, and this one is going to be a Lady Devil win here to open up the season. Here comes the pitch from Stacy. Swing and a miss, and there it is. Our Lady Devils will win this one 4-2 over Rosman High School. Stacy Griggs doing an outstanding job pitching this afternoon. We got the hitting all together in that 3rd inning. We had all 4 of our runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Rosman came back to make it close in the top of the 6th, but we got him in the top of the 7th and preserved a 4-2 win. Fans, don't forget, next up for our Lady Devils after today, they're going to try to make up a game with Hiawassee Dam this week. And then next week, 3 big games. Monday, March 11 at Tuscaloosa. Pensacola, Tuesday, March 12 at Hayesville, Friday, March 15 at Cherokee. And our next broadcast is coming up Monday, March 18, right here at Swain High as we host the Asheville Trailblazers. And for Joe Holt, Coach Toby Burrell, and all the Lady Devils, congratulations on a 4-2 season opening win. Join us next time here on the Maroon Devils Network.